Okay. Thank you very much once again. And I'm quite honored to be part of this meeting that you are having today. Quite happy to connect with fellow colleagues from the legal profession, from the South Asian region, indeed. And I think the common factor between all of us is that we are all committed to delivering justice, but the systemic challenges always stand in between. And I think that's where my connection with IRNEL is also, where we work together in addressing those justice sector challenges in Sri Lanka in a justice sector reform project, just as the one I think in Bangladesh that now you're being part of. So Sri Lanka also experiences, even to date, a case backlog problem, where our case backlog is actually over 1 million. And I heard that you have the same problem in about threefold. But it's not a unique problem to any country. Even the West has struggled with the same problem. Only issue is they struggled with it about 20 years ago. And they found this amazing way out actually through the incorporation of alternative dispute resolution into their formal justice system. The process of this integration of ADR into formal justice system, court system, actually happened as far back as in 1970s. After the Pound Conference, and then UK, USA, Canada, all of these Western giants decided that if they are to do away with case backlog, they had to have ADR as a part of the court system. And that's where this new concept of multi-door courthouses came out. And it's a quite new concept because for all of us, our law schools, no difference to Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka, even if you go to India, every other place, we are trained to fight for justice. And we always have to argue with somebody else to deliver justice that we stand for, be it individual justice or public justice. That's how we've been taught. And I think none of us have been taught as lawyers that justice, that victims would perceive as justice, could be achieved through other means. And that's where the actual gap is. And that's the gap that incorporation of ADR into the formal justice system actually addressed through the multi-door courthouse concept. In fact, when the judiciary of these leading Western countries finally decided to incorporate ADR into court system, they did it in several ways. They did it by bringing it in a mandatory form. They did it by case referrals. So many forms. I'm sure you have already been trained and apprised of all of these methods through the trainings that are being conducted. Why am I talking to you today is because sometimes when we try to learn these methods and integration of those into formal justice system from Western examples, we have our own unique problems. We have our own unique, be it cultural, be it professional challenges as South Asians. We have had our past, we have a big luggage that we carry with that in terms of societal, economic challenges. So that's where I come from. What did we do in Sri Lanka? Just to share a little bit of our experience.
Sorry, are you hearing me?
Yes.
Yeah, just a little pause. I would like to make a summary in Bangla to the audience. Yeah?
Sorry?
I would like to make a summary in Bangla to the audience.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'll do it. Yes,
sorry.
please.
আমরা মানে